Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Franklin County Rough Riders podcast. It's me, Cody Sosby, here with my friends on the right.
Colt Shelby.
And my friend on the left.
Casey Brown.
Hey, we're here to announce the Ice Baby episode number 2 of the Franklin County Rough Riders podcast. Hey, good deal. It was last week. Somebody correct me on the date here. It's a Wednesday. It was last Wednesday.
It was a Tuesday, but it is announced on a Wednesday.
So Franklin County Sheriff Department Chief Deputy
Little
Officer Little, he is on patrol around the prison property down there and just stumbles across.
Just checking out Franklin County,
just doing his job.
Casual patrol.
Hey, there's some strangers. There's some strangers.
Hey, wait a minute. There's some cars over there with Louisiana license plate. And what is in Louisiana? A little test here.
Go
ahead.
Ice.
So he stumbles across, he stops, sees a couple cars with these, out of state. And he's doing what a cop does. He stops and asks questions, does a little investigating. Turns out there's 3 ICE agents and one.
Somebody else pulls up.
Yeah, somebody else pulls up. Unidentified man. We'll just leave it at that at this time.
The suspense.
So, as any good chief deputy would, he just engages conversation with these ICE agents, and they just sing like canaries. Hey, we're just here to.
Well, they don't have nothing to hide. They're just honest men up here looking for a good place to put some MS-13 folk.
If I had to guess, I would say they had no idea that no one.
Right. They don't know the bull crappery that's been going on.
I doubt anybody in Louisiana knows that they're trying to put a 3,000 bed prison in their backyard.
Right. So they're there in the driveway. You just paint this picture right now. They're in the driveway. Jonathan's talking to them and they say, "Oh, we're
I think it's John
Little." And so he, the guys, I'm not quoting them. This is on newspapers. It's on Gravel and Grits page. I mean, you can find the whole interview online. But they tell him, they're looking at building an immigrant holding facility. You name it, whatever you want to. And so Jonathan goes in and kind of says, "Oh, really? Well, if you're going to build here, it's going to be 3 or 4 years for they get the water here." They're like, "Oh no, we're going to put a tent city up and we can have this done pretty quick."
Yeah.
So that's kind of the moral of the story. That's what we're going to talk about tonight.
Well, I want to go back to when Joe Porfiry pulls up and
now tell him,
the ICE guys were really, really kind.
Sure. They're just engaging, shoot. Yeah. Super nice.
And we turn around and Joe Porfiry pulls in and he goes to shake his hand. He was busted. He looked like a kid that just snuck out the window and the parents were out there with a flashlight. Like,
sure.
Did he actually ever shake his hand?
I think he said he shook his hand and never spoke and walked straight to the gate.
Announced himself with Board of Corrections.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Because he said he was with the Board of Corrections.
But he's really not.
Well,
yeah,
no, he's not at all. He's freaking doesn't have anything.
He is a public affairs director of corrections.
Fired.
Yeah, he got fired as the secretary of corrections. That's him. Yep. That's
fired.
So that's what we're going to talk about here on the podcast tonight was, and I think this is going to kind of tie into what the prison was going to be. If you think that ICE is going to build
that's not happening.
But let me finish. If ICE is going to try to build a detaining center, whatever, you would think that they would call ahead and say, "Hey, sheriff of that county, hey,
how about county judge,
how
about state representative?
Yes, we're looking at putting a detention facility for these illegal immigrants." But just like the prison, they didn't say anything.
Something tonight that in the meeting we was in, they talked about is how there's so many quorum court positions that have not been filled by the governor.
With Franklin County being one of them. And it hasn't been filled since January the 1st.
So that brings me to, where would quorum court, because you were there.
Yep.
Where would they fit in this category? Would you feel would be accurate for the state?
As their position on it, or
like where would when would they be in the know?
Well, as we've seen with the prison, we didn't know anything at all.
Well, I mean, what should it be?
Well, the county that you're going to put anything in, if you're going to put a freaking SeaWorld or a subway set, I don't care, whatever, you've got to call the county. No, let me be serious. Maybe not a subway, but something of this.
So you're talking about we're getting a SeaWorld?
Something of this magnitude. Something of this magnitude that's going to affect your roads. It's going to affect your.
Hey, we're getting a SeaWorld, everybody.
Stay on topic here, you fart knockers. But listen, something that's going to affect your roads, going to affect your family, going to affect your traffic, going to affect schools. It's going to affect every damn thing.
Yeah.
You think they would have contacted their local officials and give them a plan?
And what would be the actual chain of command in directions on this? What,
in my opinion, I think the governor herself should contact the Ricky Judge, the county judge, Ricky Bowman, the county judge, personally, and say, Judge, you're in charge of that county. You're in charge of. The county judge is in charge of a massive amount of stuff. He would be the one you'd call and say, not just it's coming or we're going to build it, but dialogue with him. Hey, hey, Judge, we're thinking about bringing you this and this to your county. What do you think? Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? Is it going to be profitable? Are you going to have pushback? That conversation should have happened way before.
Will the community embrace it?
And then the judge takes that to the quorum court. Obviously, he's going to make an announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been contacted by Governor Sanders, and she's wanting to put a ICE detainment facility in the prison property. We have quorum court on the 7th of whatever.
Would your sheriff find out through quorum court, or should that also be a direct call?
That would probably be the call from the judge to the sheriff.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's not really a chain of command, but those, obviously those two guys.
Hand in hand.
Those two guys are on the top as far as the positions go. But it's
and then the mayor's Baumgartner, being from Charleston, he would
Roxy Hall.
Hall from Ozark.
It's gonna, and boys, and this day and time, that's going to happen in 15 minutes. Something that big. If ICE is going to build a facility, it's going to go all over, just like it did when we found out.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll dig deep in that, Duke, and
I don't think Sheriff Crocker was very happy about that. Did y'all?
Does anybody know, like, Cody, I know you said you had lunch with him the day after or something. Did he mention, like, how that call went when, I'm assuming John Little, Chief Little came in there, Deputy Chief John Little. I'm assuming he came in there or made that call and said, hey, Sheriff, I just come across these two guys. They're ICE.
Right.
Do you know anything about this? Like, did he mention any of that?
Well, we didn't talk about as much about that conversation as much as how he was put out with the governor for not going through the proper channels. Because if he would have known that maybe before, I'm not saying it would change anything, and nothing's really happened yet. These people just rolled up on the property and looked. But Johnny Crocker, our sheriff, he's a decorated Green Beret, an Army veteran. He is what I call the most overqualified county sheriff in America. That dude has put in the time.
I was talking to one of the deputies today when I went to the courthouse to pay my taxes, and
I bet that was fun.
Did you pay early?
They've got a sheriff there. No, it's the 10th. It's coming up.
Okay.
To everybody out there, the 10th, pay your taxes.
Ooh,
taxes.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. But anyway, the sheriff fellow was sitting there, and I introduced myself, had my pocket knife, took it out, because they've got a metal detector there in the courthouse now.
Right.
And anyway, I was like, how's that old Johnny Crocker fit test? And Johnny's got a pretty intense test. It's like 25 push-ups, 25 sit-ups. You got to run a half a mile in under 7 minutes. And there's a couple of things you got to do in between, and you got to do one pull-up. I'm like,
I could do the pull-up, but that running, no.
I'm not struggling.
I'm a little out of it.
So when we're getting a little bit off topic here, but
we're bragging on Johnny.
Yeah, we're bragging on Johnny, because let me tell you, boys, he said, and he run his campaign. He said, we're going to get fit and we're going to train. And that meant the jailers, that meant the drivers, that meant and hey, he stuck to his guns. And
that's good.
4 years ago, I could have outrun every county cop that we've got. I went up to Cecil's store and I looked around. I'm like, yeah, y'all ain't catching me.
Yeah.
I just followed you all the way from Ozark, and I could have caught you on foot in your truck with your trailer.
So anyway, that next day, Johnny calls And this is why I like Johnny Crocker. I'm pro cop. I am back the blue all the way. Let's just get that out front.
I've paid them. I've paid them plenty of money. I agree.
Yeah, and but that guy is the guy. He does things we like. If something's going on, he calls us, or he'll call me. He'll call you. He'll call the judge. He calls. He makes sure. Hey, listen, there's ice in your backyard, and I mean that's transparency at its finest, in my opinion. And so anyway, have lunch with him.
Would you call Johnny Crocker if you seen ice in his backyard?
Absolutely. I mean, it's seems to be
that's
pretty
just Southern hospitality. But these people that's making all these decisions they seem to be lacking in that.
Right. I mean, it might really, we watch this back and it might sound like we're really blowing the smoke up the sheriff's rear, but let me tell you, he does a good job.
He's a solid man. He's honest.
When you're doing the job, I mean, that's the credits you get.
Right.
I mean, the whole county should be giving him that credit.
Right. So, we have lunch, and I mean, I don't want to speak for him, but that dude's, he's fired up. I'm not going to say mad. I'm not going to say pissed off, but he is fired up. She woke up something in him, and because it disrespects him.
You say she.
The governor.
You think she sent Joe Porfiry to drive 2 hours to sit there and wait on Ice and meet with him? Well, I guess Ice waited on him.
Yeah.
You did?
You think,
I don't know.
You don't think Porfiry
knows?
Maybe Porfiry did it on his own.
I don't know if he's that
He makes over $300K a year.
Yeah.
How much did?
$317,000.
So we have lunch with
a lot of cheese.
Let's catch up on the sheriff. So we have lunch, and honestly, we ate at Backstreet Barbecue, and it's just me and him sitting there. But he really couldn't get a bite in. So many people were walking up to him and had watched that show, watched him do his show, and watched, when they watch
his video when he was on the news.
Right.
That 47-second clip of.
Yeah. I say his show. Let me back up. Yeah, you're right. It was the 4029 interview or Channel 5. I'm not sure. And boys and girls, go back and Google that and watch that. You want to see what kind of set of stones our sheriff has. He lays it down. I put in a Facebook comment, there will be no gray area. There's no gray area.
You don't treat people that way. I don't care who you are. You don't treat even your worst enemy. You don't treat him that way.
You could see the steam. I mean, it was just in his eyes.
Oh my gosh.
You could feel it through that interview.
And same with the county judge, same with our other elected officials. You get to take in, like, I miss going and serving constituents in my county. I don't miss going to quorum court and get my rear end chewed out on stuff, but I do miss, because you get time invested. You're representing people for years. You get to knowing them, and they get to knowing you, and they trust you. That's the way they do.
Well,
Johnny.
We trust him to take care of our communities.
Yeah. And so it's on his shoulders.
So we have to, return that trust.
Right.
He returns that trust. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Into us, and like, hey, these guys were here.
Yeah.
Well, this is going to be huge for Franklin County and patrolling and everything.
I've been seeing Cecil. We don't ever see cops now. There's one county cop at night, and I think he just patrols Cecil.
Yeah. Well, imagine, and we don't want to come across as scare tactics or whatever they call fear mongering or whatever. But y'all listen. You can get on your phone and type in ice.gov, and you can see where all of these detention facilities are across the country. You can click on their links and look. And something I learned the other day. Now I'm probably getting ahead of myself, but at these ICE detention facilities, they allow visits. I was thinking, no, they're locked down. These are bad MS-13 gang members. They're not going to allow
not all
freaking visits. Not all. I know, but what I'm saying, there's going to be people like it was if it was a prison. Hey, Uncle so-and-so he's in the ICE facility in Vesta, Arkansas, Mill Creek Mountain. And we get to see him. I mean, they've got go look. They've got all of it set up, how you can go visit family, how you can send them stuff, just like jail.
Well, not all are bad.
No.
Oh, you're probably going to get the good, the bad.
I mean, it's going to be a mixture of everything there.
So how would you like to be, say, when people were coming, when the border was wide open and you're getting texts, your family's dying and you've got to go make a better way, and you start going, you're getting texts from friends in America saying, just get here, cross it, so and so, they'll pick you up there. I mean,
well,
there would
it's
have
happened for years.
Yes.
It was never so open.
Yeah. But imagine that, and you're like, you tell your wife, and I'm not saying just Mexico, I'm talking other places too.
Hey, honey, we're going to the land of the free.
And then you get up here thinking, hey, my cousin said it's great up here, make all the money, da da da. You get up there, Trump goes in office, and I'm arresting every illegal and sending you back home. And so this guy's like, what do I do?
Well, it's not that. He wants everybody to come across legally.
Yeah. But my story is, the guy gets up here and gets arrested or whatever because he doesn't have proper paperwork or whatever. So he goes into Mill Creek Mountain Ice Facility.
Water moccasins.
He gets put in there with an MS-13 gang member who's just over here wreaking havoc in the world. And he's right in the same bedroom with him or same bunk or whatever.
And then we put them all in the same category, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are they still halting the planes, the flights?
I don't know that thing right now.
We don't know how they're going to get them there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the judges have ordered, to stop and turn around planes mid-flight. Like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Making them return.
So,
I mean, why? I mean, we're housing them.
Yeah.
And needing tent cities.
I mean, they've got to make sure that everything's done properly, right there. I mean, there's a process for everything we do.
Sure.
And imagine,
well, I mean, I don't think they were just shooting them on a plane and being like, "Hey, you're going here." I don't.
Well, I got to read
like
I got to read on Alligator Alcatraz, and the federal government, when they got involved in that, now from what I read, somebody can correct me, but from what I read, it's back open, but it was closed down at one point in time because of federal EPA violations, and part of those EPA violations that I read, if I understand it right, was chain link fence around that place, but it was an Indian, well, kind of like our Chikamaga tribe. It was territory of the Indian tribe of down there. For lack of better terms, they couldn't walk into their land.
I'm going to fall off on the deep end here. You brought up Chikamaga.
Yeah.
So
that's I'm going that way.
We haven't brought them up.
So I'll finish with that. That when I read that gave me hope, because I was like, listen, there's Chikamaga land. That is one of the biggest fights that the Chikamaga tribe is fighting against this prison. Is they have sacred land up there, burial ground.
Have you seen the artifacts? Have you seen them, Duke?
Oh yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The Indian, the I guess it'd be Osage, but all of the Osage artifacts. Have you Trevor Brown?
Yeah.
Have you seen his collection?
Yes.
Probably one of the best arrowhead collections I've ever seen. He worked up there for a few years for Toby, right?
Well, his grandpa worked for Toby.
Okay.
Managed that farm for Toby. So he was a little kid, and he'll tell that story. He's a little kid. He ran all over that place like a little kid does. He's in the creeks.
Everywhere.
And he's climbing trees.
They're everywhere. I've never seen so many arrowheads in my life.
Trevor Brown.
Every person that's ever worked there.
Yeah.
Has pulled there. If there's arrowheads left, I'd be amazed. There's so many arrowheads been pulled off that place.
Yeah. Trevor Brown has spent more time on that land than anybody. He's a young kid. Him and his family. They know every inch, every creek, every rock, and they found massive amounts of what. Now this is from the chief, from Chikamaga Chief Kirsch. He said he sent us text, and when we were first, this was coming to fruition. Have you guys seen this? And he'd send a picture. We're like, yeah, we've got 10 of those. Well, if you found this, what does it look like? I'd send a picture back to Justin Flanagan. Yes, that's Stonebox Graves. So everything the chief asked for, what it looked like, what did we see, what we grew up in, with Trevor's collection.
Well, they was looking
everything points just exactly what the Chickamauga tribe's have been saying.
That's what brought them back, because Justin and them were up in Russellville looking at Chickamauga stuff.
Yeah.
And had never seen all these artifacts. Yeah. So he sees the artifacts. He's like, oh, well, let's go look here.
Let's go take a look.
Well, how did you get all these artifacts? Where did you find these artifacts? Oh, on the creeks? What side of the creek? Oh, this side of the creek? Okay.
Yeah.
So they just want to go look. And then there's no doubt. And then, so I'll tell you a funny story. No, I'm going off, dude. This is where your job comes in.
Yeah.
So no, this is a really good story that I heard tonight. So Benny Magnus told.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
Here we go.
Benny Magnus.
Here we go.
Well, so
Hit your button or something on that. Benny Magnus.
He called.
Benny Magnus.
He called. He called Justin today.
Oh, he did.
Trying to win him over now,
It's the best story ever, guys. You
Trying to win him over?
So Benny Magnus,
did it?
Department of Corrections head honcho.
chair.
Are
till
y'all ready to
December.
break up after this story?
No,
Oh,
it's
man.
good because they get it on good terms.
All right.
I'm telling you, Benny's good. He's a smoozer. But anyway,
Smooth
so,
you over.
He's good.
So
He's
Benny's like, well, you know what, Justin, we'll go ahead and we'll fence off whatever part there's any Indian artifacts there. He goes, okay, well, 815 acres then.
fits it off.
That's
Yeah,
what he
because they
told me.
found that I'm telling you, the chief, when we first started talking to him and him asking, well, you guys look for this. If you see this, let us know. I'm like, my dad has plowed that land up there, planting gardens in for many, many, many
What
years.
did he find?
All kinds of arrowheads, all kinds of.
What's the most unique thing he found?
Oh, I don't know if I can say that.
Okay.
Do you know what he found?
Yeah. You
Okay,
tell
let's
me.
just say this. One of the most prized possessions of
This is wild.
the Chikamaga when their tribe started back in boys, I'm thinking 1700. Don't quote me, Chief Flanagan, he'll know. But anyway, my dad's got one of those things. Here's my dad out there just plowing.
You're not gonna name
Plowing.
it. You're not gonna name the thing.
Plowing. No, I'm not. I don't. Because I'm just.
You'll have to tune
listen,
in.
I'm waiting because I think that's going to be a huge player, a huge card for us.
Okay.
Maybe somebody listening, maybe the governor's staff listening, maybe Bart Hester's up late night listening.
I love suspense.
So maybe they're listening, but let me tell you, there's people.
Don Sosby has the key.
Well, it's not my dad exactly, but I'm telling you, there are people that live around that, that live around that facility or that land. I'm talking since I was a kid, people are finding old broken hatchet heads. They're finding every kind of Indian artifact that you could possibly want. And there were some that now when I got to talking to the chief, that go back, I mean, I don't even know, 1800, 1700, 16, whatever. Some of these finds would go back to that. So my dad just
we've got a T-Rex out there.
Yeah.
I guarantee you when Don Sosby's watching this, he's just going to be looking at you dead in the eye
right,
yeah.
and saying,
Why are you telling the family secrets, boy?
You better not.
So
better not.
Well, so Dad, bless their hearts, he's 83 years old. He's plowing ground, planting a garden, feeding his family. I mean, of course he's going to come across Indian artifacts up there. If somebody's plowing on the other side, my nephew Jonathan lives on the opposite side of it. They find stuff all the time back there in the woods.
It's about to come out by accident.
No, I'm done. So anyway,
he's talking all around.
A lot of plowing going on up on that mountain.
Of all the rambling, I'm going to circle all the way around, talking back. The alligator Alcatraz, the reason they shut it down was because it was an Indian tribe and the Indians couldn't access their land. It's because it's federal. There's a difference between federal and state.
Oh, absolutely.
And so if this all goes federal, if our state turns it over into federal hands, all the rules change. Everything changes. We've said that through this whole fight.
Which will be good. I mean, it'll be good for Justin Flanagan, and he'll get his justification of, every 3 feet he wants to be there. He said he'll be there to witness every single dig. He wants.
He should be.
He really cares about his tribe.
Absolutely. He's fighting for his tribe. He is
3 by 3 is the way explained. And if they find a pinky bone, an arrowhead, anything.
Yeah. Put the brakes on.
So since you guys mentioned federal land, is there federal land around here to host this ice?
Well, I'm not real smart, but there's this thing on my phone called Google.
66,000 acres.
Just 66,000.
17.9 miles from the proposed prison site gate to Fort Chaffee that has every kind of everything to hold every kind of immigrant to house bad guys, good guys, gang members, preachers, prisoners, the whole deal. Up on 17.9 miles, everything you need, an airstrip, or 2 or 3, because they fly them out all the time. They've got bunks to put them in.
The Cubans have lived there. The Vietnamese have lived there. Refugees, of course. I mean, they'd have to do a little bit of work, but
when Hurricane Katrina hit, Hurricane Katrina hit, it's what that place does. That's what Fort Chaffee does. They're a joint readiness training center. God bless them. If you don't live here,
America,
and get to hear the bombs,
but there's
so
much acreage there, they could have their peace. Whoever's in there, they could have their peace.
They could be safer, in my opinion. You know, they shot some of the ICE officers in Dallas a few days ago.
Yep.
You put them out in the middle of Chaffee, they're not going to have that.
Nobody's going to make it out there.
No,
you can't even go coon hunting out there in the middle of the night without somebody pulling up on you. They see you for a very long ways.
It just makes sense.
Well, that's what. Okay, let's get down to the conclusion to all this.
Okay.
So I want to hear everybody's.
Oh boy, here he goes.
What is it, Duke? We was looking at.
You were role playing last time on it and went down like a freaking.
Like that makes it sound really weird.
Well, I know, but
not role playing.
So you want everybody's take on
what's going to happen? Like, what is your prediction?
Okay, good. I'm with you.
Well, we can go around,
and then we'll close.
Yep.
Okay. All right. That's where we're at. So hey, before we close, can is it okay to do this?
We can do whatever you want.
So
no role play though, right?
No role play. We're talking
weird.
The reason
never been good.
But this could be obviously a temporary tent type facility. And military men, each military man, they have their own way they pronounce it. We're civilians, we don't know, but it's a tent city. It's temporary. They're going to, if that happens, everybody's like, there's no water up there. They're going to haul the water in.
Yeah.
They'll come in bladder trucks.
Absolutely.
What are you going to do with all the food? They're going to truck that in. What are you going to do with all the medicine? They're going to truck that in.
That's federal.
Where's all the poop going? They're going to truck that out. So imagine that road. There's I don't know how many buses drive up and down that road, and that
they ain't going to take 96. I can tell you that.
But listen, where you talk about traffic, you talk about insane amount of traffic. They will never quit. There'll be trucks in and out of there, trucking in, trucking out.
This is no kidding. Like I said, I just followed Colton from Ozark, and
on 96 highway.
On 96.
I had a bull in the trailer.
Yeah, had a bull in the trailer, literally driving 35 miles an hour.
But
he didn't have a choice.
I'm skipping potholes.
Exactly.
And I've got a 75-year-old man over here driving his truck.
Yeah.
And you've rode with him. You haven't been so lucky.
Yeah, like the white line is missing. It's missing.
Yeah.
And I was telling Eric.
Oh, so it wasn't just my driving. Whew.
No, I mean
I was never
that
justifying
trailer,
myself.
Just that cattle trailer you had. White line to yellow line. There was no room for error.
No,
really.
35 miles an hour, and that's it. Like, I mean, I wouldn't blame anybody for driving that.
Can you imagine? Like, once again,
I was just doing it for Dad and dodging the potholes.
Eric? What do you call the big trucks that haul people? Deuce and a halves. Do they still do that?
They don't have those anymore. Now it's.
This is our executive producer, Eric.
Can you imagine driving one of those?
Eric, sponsored.
Can you imagine driving one of those down 96? Or 10 in a convoy or 15 in a convoy?
Hey, my 1 ton is enough.
Yeah. And boys, that's just facts. That's not us
when I first bought that 1 ton, mirror to mirror.
Yeah.
It's mirror to mirror.
We're not whining about it now. That's just straight facts. That road will not support it.
But you swerve over when somebody's coming, and you swerve back on.
Or you pull over and stop.
The roads will not. So we've obviously in this fight, we meet good people from the road department. From the Department of Transportation, and we ask them questions, honest, and we get honest answers back.
I emailed, I FOIA'd that actually, DOT, like there's no planned upgrades for 96 highway.
No. And so you would think the governor, before she tries to cram the ICE facility down our throats, at least knowing how much this is going to take and how much more traffic.
I hope them ICE guys took 96 the way home.
Oh, me too.
They'd be like,
well, because people, rodeo friends that come to visit me, they come off of Interstate 40 and finagle, with the GPS all the way to Vesta. And they're like, my gosh.
I'd rather drive a dirt road.
They said, you live 20 miles south of Ozark. We thought we'd be here in 20 minutes. No, I live there. It takes you an hour and 40 minutes to get there. And they're like, never. We're going, because they're from Oklahoma and Texas where the roads are straight and flat for miles. But okay, All right. Well, now we're getting back to our predictions.
Okay, so let's get to the predictions.
Colt,
Colt.
tell it. You lead us into
Oh,
it.
I gotta lead it.
Yeah,
well,
you lead
y'all know me. I'm the positive one of this bunch.
I'm positive. I got a great positive answer.
So
Can't wait to hear this.
now this is my prediction is. So Sarah Sanders, she lost on the prison. She knows that.
Yeah.
She lost 5 times in the Senate.
Prison's done.
The House, it's done. She's not going to get the money for a 3,000 bed.
Eh.
Went back to ICE. Now ICE went out there, looked at that, and it's like, no, thank you. We got 66,000 acres out here in the middle of nowhere, so that's not going to happen. So then, what's going to happen with the land? I haven't quite decided yet.
Yeah.
Like, should we buy it? Or, I mean, it's going to be cheap now because now I can't get water.
Yeah.
I don't have electricity.
Right.
Like, I mean, they gave, about 1,600 an acre too much for that property. So, I mean, I might give her 500 now. Like, I've really dropped my price. Before I'd have gave her the normal price, but now she's going to get 500 an acre from Colt Shelby.
Okay.
That's my prediction.
So you're saying that prison's not going to happen.
No, it's not.
ICE is going to come to common sense. Our U.S. Congressman,
No, yeah, they're going
Bruce
to
Westerman, is going to say, this is nuts. We're moving it to Chaffee.
Yeah, they're going to look at that and be like, no, that's not happening.
And you're going to say that Sarah's going to offer you a chance to buy it back. That's your prediction.
Well, for 500 an acre, absolutely. Because I mean, look, I've watched the grass grow for a lot of years, and
Yeah.
it hadn't had fertilizer in 2
Nope.
years. The grass is this tall.
Yep.
And
Yep.
it's a year old. No
Yep.
brush hog.
No, nothing.
Well,
The hay bales, the last time they did try to cut it, they sit out there for like 2 years. I mean, it wasn't.
Well, they're still rotting.
They're still rotting in the field, aren't they?
We need to get some work done out there. Hopefully that the state does something. They need to spend a little bit of money because that place is really going downhill.
It's grown up and it looks bad. Everybody else mows their yard.
I mean, they're $1 million. Oh, now I'm going to get on a state.
Okay.
Hold on. No, they're over $1 million into this place and can't even brush hog it.
Yeah.
Like, Veneer has got to do better. I know you're DEI, and I know you probably don't know how to run a brush hog because you're from California.
Woke.
But why does that place look so bad for $1 million?
Sure.
I mean, that's
Every other prison in Arkansas is cleaned up. Am I right or wrong?
What do they have in them big cities where you got to keep your yard clean?
HOA.
HOA.
I'm going to start an HOA over there.
Can you imagine JB? Let him be. Let JB in
Because
charge.
when I drive by, that does not look like a farmland that I used to see.
Yeah,
Remember
farmers.
how beautiful that place was.
Farmers are stewards of the land. They're the original stewards of the land. They took care of the land because if they didn't, it wouldn't produce for them.
Well, Joe Porfirio, if he is the keeper of the property,
man,
he is doing a bad job. Joe, I can't wait to meet you, and we're going to be best friends. But next time you come up, you should call me, 479-209-0177. Give me a shout.
Yeah. Hey, listen. There's nothing in this world that would please me more than Joe Porfirio give us a call and come sit down and talk with us. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
No,
hey, boys, but
I would love it.
I
would love it.
He hasn't yet.
He don't have it in him.
The same.
There's no
the
way.
same.
No, he don't have it in him. He can't even walk across the street with politicians there. So
I don't think he knows how to answer the questions.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest fear.
Well, I mean, he's only got like 40 years in corrections, and he's built 1,000 facilities, and he's just
So knowledgeable.
and his wife lives in Phoenix, and we probably pay for her to drive
sure.
here and back and forth.
I'm
and
sure.
taxpayer dollars, but neither here nor there.
Private jets, first class.
Predictions. Back to prediction, boys.
Yeah,
We're
Okay,
getting out of
you're
here. We're
next.
just
You're next.
rambling.
You're next, Duke.
No, you're next.
Oh, I'm next
Yeah,
on the
in
prediction. My prediction is, just knowing that we heard today.
Don't be stealing my prediction.
But I'm just saying we heard from Chief Flanagan today that there were ICE agents back out on the land. True or false? We didn't.
I didn't hear that,
I didn't hear that.
I did not.
but
I'm not saying it didn't happen, but
he
I
didn't
hear
see
that.
them.
Oh, he just heard.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Well, we'll just leave it at that. What do you call that?
hearsay.
Hearsay. So anyway, here's my prediction. Whether they
Leading
were there or
the
not.
witness.
Whether they were there or not, my prediction is, our prideful governor who totally can't swallow her pride and change her mind. She is going to go ahead because she's in a financial bind, and she's going to let this go federal so we can use the federal dollars to pay for everything. I think the feds are going to, I don't know. I think they might try to put a temporary tent city up there.
What?
I'm just saying. I don't want them to. This is my prediction.
It's not going to happen. It makes no sense. There's zero logic.
I think they
behind
try.
it.
I think they try to put it up
I'll
there.
argue that fact all day. If they do, I will lose.
I've
already lost a lot of respect for a lot of our state government, but if they do that, I will lose a lot more respect for my federal government.
Absolutely.
Let me tell his prediction.
Sorry.
Then you can yell.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks, Duke. He was getting rude.
He is.
But anyway,
Let the man speak.
I don't know. No, I don't think it's going to happen at all. But if they do, I think they'll get in the middle of it and go, why in the crap are we trying to build tents on this rock when we can go 17.9 miles and have absolutely everything to full access, including a airstrip?
So you think they'll build it and then move it?
I think they'll start it, won't finish it, move. I think praying our congressman and U.S. senator will, because they know, they hear about this stuff.
So Boozman, Cotton, and Westerman.
I don't know. I mean, I'm just, let me go with Bruce because I know him. It's District 4. It's his. I think Bruce Westerman calls and's like, what are y'all thinking? Get that stuff on the bus and take it to Fort Chaffee and use everything that facility has. That's my prediction.
Okay. Fair.
And now the third and final.
Don't let us sell you.
Third and final prediction, Casey Brown / Duke.
I think.
Okay.
I think she wants the feds to come in there and pay for it.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I go with that.
Sure.
She may want a tent city, but I think once ICE catches wind and they get caught up to speed of what's going on here with the whole prison thing, I'm sure they don't know anything about it. They don't know anything that's going on with this fight, and they're about to find out, and then it's going to be a problem. Then there'll be conversations between the governor and the governor's office, maybe even Porphyry, I'm sure, and then it comes out and it's like, hey, we've got Fort Chaffee over here.
Right.
We don't need in the middle of this.
How do you have a conversation with Porphyry? I've been trying. I've called his cell phone. I've emailed him. Public affairs might. This is where you hit the button.
Any button. Wah, wah, wah.
No, not that one.
The one in the top. But Colt, that's what I'm saying. We begged from day one to have a sit-down meeting with the governor, her staff, any of her staff. And
well, they did. And they said every time somebody has a sit-down meeting with the governor, she says the prison will be built in Franklin County.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and back to that whole prediction thing is they're either going to realize that we can go do this at Fort Chaffee and everything's already set up and ready and we can be in there in a very short amount of time.
Absolutely. Overnight.
Or they can sit there and talk about, well, how are we going to secure this tent city?
Yeah.
We're going to put a fence up. Oh, okay.
What about these 29 families that live right around this area here?
Boys, let's get this out there. This is nothing like Alligator Alcatraz. This is a mountaintop with a farming community of retirees and young couples that have lived raising babies up there. And they're right on the fence, right on the barbed wire fence, right. There's not even a quarter of an inch that separates them from our land and our neighbors' lands.
Do they have a low risk MS-13?
Jeez, Pete.
Yeah, and that's the thing is like,
he's a nice guy. You just misunderstood.
Yeah, I mean, at some point they're going to have to determine like what they have there. I mean, you can't just, I don't think you can just mix all these people together. I don't think you can have the good, the bad, and the ugly all in one spot.
No.
I mean, you put them all in a separate tent. What keeps them separated? Who's gonna?
Yeah. Well, it's all over the news, y'all, and everybody sees it. And I'm trying not to let my mind run wild. But imagine the 4-way stop at Vesta. They're bringing these inmates in, and here comes these crazy nuts that lay down in front of the trucks that protest and scream.
Oh, God.
24 hours a day. You sit it, and so this is where I feel for JB and his neighbors and my dad and the people that live there. Those morons will be screaming, honking, fighting, macing, pepper spraying.
Well, it might be their family on that bus that is perfectly fine.
But I'm just saying that's not I'm worried that might happen. That will happen. And I mean, I'm not trying to be scary to death, but it will happen. They'll be standing at
and they're mad at ICE because they're ICE.
Yeah, they'll be at the stoplight in Charleston. They'll be at 60 and 20 and 17 because that's what they're doing all around America right now. Get on any detention facility, Facebook page, anything. All it is, local protesters clash with ICE officers. Every freaking show and news, and that's what will happen on Mill Creek Mountain.
Well, and I think to like our listeners is one of the things is what we're trying to say here is everyone, if you live on 96, you live on 22, 23, 215, 217, you live on any of these local roads, you need to start getting your voice out there. You need to start
the governor's
calling the governor's office and letting them know, because you're going to be fighting this traffic. It's going to be there's going to be accidents on these roads.
You can actually get online. You can send a letter to the governor about your concerns.
Mm-hmm.
Just go to Arkansas Gov, look it up, talk to the governor. You can send her a letter. I sent her a bunch of letters and she never replies back.
No telling what you said to her though, Colt. You were probably rude.
No, I'm always kind. I just asked. Okay, my last one. It's kind of funny. We got to end this here pretty quick.
Yeah, we need to wrap it up.
But my last letter to the governor was, I'm looking to get some more publicity for Franklin County. Could you help me get on national news to talk about this mega prison? And I mean, I did request the letter back, but I guess she didn't want to talk to me.
Colt's told you stories about some of the letters he's written to some of their legislators.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me too. So, but anyway, hey, so go ahead, Duke. Wrap us up if you want to.
No, go ahead. I was just going to say, let's start wrapping it up here. Talk about maybe, Cody, you want to maybe brief them on what we're going to be coming up in this third podcast.
Oh boy.
Where do you want to start?
He's out of things to talk about.
No. So as we wrap this up, we'll be putting out, we're just putting out news of what's happening. We're in the know. We're common citizens. We're not important people. We're not powerful. We're not rich. We're just in the know. And we weren't until we got involved. And we are wanting people to get involved. Man up, suck it up, and call the freaking governor's office. Send them an email, send them a text. Going on their Facebook page when she makes a speech and going on her Facebook page and putting a frowny face on her deal. Hey, listen, boys and girls, that ain't working.
Keyboard warriors.
That ain't working. You call them, you get on Twitter. It's time to get serious about this crap. And we drove over to Ozark tonight
what is our next episode about?
It is about our next episode is going to cover the governor's announcement to keep Senator Stubblefield's seat. Am I saying the right thing?
No.
Okay, go ahead and tell it then. Go ahead.
What is he talking about? Dude, what was our next episode?
It's about the vote.
No, we're not talking about the vote.
Isn't it coming up in the next episode?
No.
Okay, delete that.
Well. I think he wants to talk about the vote.
What do you want to talk about? I thought that's what we were talking about. Okay, let's do it like this.
Yeah, we can.
We
no.
It
Hey,
needs to be covered.
Let's do it like this.
That's huge.
Okay, yeah, let's cover it. All right, so our next episode, we'll talk about the vote. 400 days, and then
don't get carried away.
400. We'll do 280, but that's it, and we'll talk about it on the next
away.
one. Nah, no, calm down, Self.
Anyway, so that was a teaser. Coming up in one of our future episodes, but before we close up, we always this is a new podcast, and we know that we got a lot of people listening, and we appreciate that. The more likes and the more shares,
subscribers
to our YouTube channel. And hey, start sending in stuff.
I don't really care if we get any likes or subscribers. I just really like hanging out with you two.
Well,
we need to get the word out.
If we're going to get $1 million sponsorships out of this thing,
I think $500.
So if you want us to run for governor, send $40,000 to Cody Soesme.
It's only 40,000. Right. Yeah, we did that in one of our last episodes.
Yeah, that was.
Well, so the Republican Party, if you want to run for governor, it's going to be $40,000. And but anyway. That's this episode wrapping up episode number dose 2. Call it the Ice Baby episode. It's about ice being up on the prison facility land. Anyway, come back, sis. Like, subscribe, share, and go to bed thinking of waking up and wanting to be a Franklin County Rough Rider.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Appreciate it, everybody. If you got questions, be sure and ask them there on YouTube. We're going to start trying to get to those questions, and we'll try to get everybody's stuff answered. I think it'd be a good way to get some communication.
Yeah.
We're
always love questions, comments, talk, whatever you want to do. We're ready.
That's an family friendly.
Yeah. Hey.
That was one of our compliments.
My grandma said.
It's twice. Let's wrap her up.
All right, folks.
Shaga.
Appreciate it. We'll see you next time.
Good word.
I don't think it's a bad word.